I like have so many memories of how horrible it was to have to go like shopping with my mom at the mall for clothes. It was I remember like maybe being 6 years old and like never fully understanding the concept of suicide until I was like 45 minutes into standing in White House Black Market, some like lady store, and my mom is trying on so many things, and I just remember being like, what if I died? That would get me out of this.
Taylor, imagine.
But if I die, I can't finish battling the Elite Four in Pokemon Red when I get home. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take Drake the Dragon Master. I can't tap out yet.
Imagine how like some like African child who grew up in a salt mine would feel hearing this story about how awful it was to go shopping with your mother at the store for new clothing. I have been wearing the same potato sack for a generation. This was my father's potato sack.
No, they would look at my story and they would be like, I thought I understood where people were coming from with suicide because I had a hand chopped off because I did not collect enough rubber for the fucking Belgian government. But this poor American boy standing in White House Black Market for 45 minutes. I would not.
Your accent started like African and then went Indian and then you said Belgium.
It's just going. No, well, Belgium was the one that like fucked up the Africans' hands.
You bring
with
your
the rubber.
rubber farmer.
You should have stayed more African. Would have been easier.
Go ahead, Josh. Beat him on the accent. Go ahead.
I want to hear your one-handed African rubber farmer.
Where do you get off coming at me like this?
My name is Amy Conrad.
If you ever come at me, I will crack your head open and find the gold inside.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Yeah. You can torpedo
and also,
me easy.
His African accent was much worse than the host of the show.
And
I would like that
Hermes
on.
Conrad.
I would like that on the record.
Everyone's tweeting at me that my hairline is better than Woody's hairline. Are we about to have a hairline off?
We got a contest going on.
Man. Uh-oh.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got Taylor's hairline.
Give me a second. I got to adjust it.
Oh my god.
Well, there's 30 seconds left till 4 hours. Would you guys like to hear a joke?
No.
Yes, I would.
A sheep, a drum, and a snake fall off a cliff. Bottom.
I wanted a joke. I followed you to the men's room, watched you take a piss. That's what Steve Martin told the guy.
Bottom.
That's not gonna cut it as a joke in Trump's America.
Yeah, the sheep, the drum, and the snake.
It's time you liberal pussies learned to get a sense of humor. I'm so tired.
Some home treatments for caffeine overdose include drinking water, mild exercise, and eating foods high in potassium and magnesium, such as bananas or dark leafy greens.
If you overdosed on caffeine, you're too weak to survive.
I got the jitters. I can't stop.
I once my threw up legs from are shaking shaky. too much, man. It's serious. I started shaking, like physically shaking, and I ended up throwing up midway through the gym session. I was the first freaking out and thought, if I died in that gym, wouldn't be here today.
That'd have been embarrassing.
This is where Woody's capital punishment extension comes in. Well, he's probably guilty of actual murder. You don't have to extend anything.
Yeah, for sure. Are we gonna kill that guy?
El Chapo? Absolutely. Because he keeps getting away. Right?
Can we use a cat? Can we use a trebuchet?
Yes.
Well, I guess some people...
Just killing every cat, you're saving every dog and every pound across the country.
Oh, that's done. Done. Yeah, of course.
Because everybody's going to go, oh, my cat. Oh, I want an animal that actually loves me and cares about me and isn't waiting to eat my eyes the second I die. Oh, I'm going to go get a dog.
Yep.
And they're going to be like, oh, my God, I was such a fool. Thank God for that hero Taylor who killed every cat.
I doubt that's how the world would remember you.
They call you the cat slayer.
No, it's Playhouse cats, not the cool cats. Definitely not the cool cats. Not lions and tigers. They're still there.
Is the only conquest in which modern man can proudly and profitably engage.
Once I'm done once the podcast is over, once I'm no longer doing any streaming ever again, like when I'm done with my online period of my life, like career, I'm done with social media. I'm over. I'm over the whole. I'm never logging on to social media.
What are you
ever
thinking,
again.
bro? Is that how you think it works? No, bitch, you're on the grid for life now, motherfucker.
No, I mean I'm not going to use. any
No,
social
no,
media.
they're gonna get you.
He said, "Oh,
you're
yes,
on
you
the
will."
grid, bro. You don't get that forever, forever. That subreddit's gonna be calling your name, putting pictures up of you. You're gonna be out at fucking Cracker Barrel, and RSK boys are gonna snap pics of you and upload that to a subreddit for the rest of your life.
Dude, that's what they're gonna do.
You are on the grid hard.
Every once in a while, like you know when someone recognizes you and you're like not looking good. This happened like I guess 2 years ago now. I was driving around in not really near my house, but in the area of my house, and I was feeling particularly fat that day, and I passed a Pizza Hut, and I was like, I've never just walked into a Pizza Hut and gotten a pizza for myself at noon, but I did. I was doing errands, and I'm like, you went to the bank, you deserve this. And so I stopped, and I walk in, and there's one guy there because it's noon on Tuesday at Pizza Hut, and I'm like, meat lovers, medium meat lovers for me and my friends. No, and the guy who's taking my order is like,
no,
Taylor.
I can't think of a better place to get you.
He was like, "Are you on?" He's like, "Are you? This is weird. Are you on PKA?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like in sweatpants. I'm feeling fat. I'm looking bad. And he's like, "No, I love that show, man. It's such a good show. I knew you'd walk in here eventually. I knew it."
What does that mean?
We got these hot and readies, and you
What are you trying to say?
5 miles away. How could you resist?
I knew you'd come in here eventually. That's some.
And
that
like,
was shade.
and there's no one else in there, and so like I ask, and I should have just said like medium pepperoni because they got those on lock. I could have just taken one and been out of there, but he's like, all right, give me like 15 minutes and I'll have your pizza. And then and then there's a little stool, and I just sit on the stool, and we're like looking at each other, and he's like, so like, what do you like? He's a friend of mine. We do the show together. What's Kyle like? You know, he used to like guns, and you can.
He likes weed, and he did have some guns.
Similar to being on the show. Obviously, we're all different versions of ourselves. We're joking around. Yeah, well, I like the show. Here's your meat lovers for you and your friend.
What is the altitude in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
3,204 feet.
The elevation of Albuquerque, New Mexico is about 4,954 feet. Why do niggas talk shit? Niggas can't stick together.